Typically while buying, one person will go through the buy, the buyer, and one person will enter, the enterer. The enterer enters the items that we are looking to buy into DRS. The buyer typically goes through multiple buys, setting up a queue of buys waiting for the enterer to enter. Sometimes, however, one person will be both the buyer and the enterer. This typically happens when we're slower or have somebody call off.
Now that you understand the difference between the buyer and the enterer, let's talk about the steps for sorting through a buy. The sorting process. Step 1, locate the buy in line. Step 2, dump your containers. Step 3, inspect the customer's items. And Step 4, put the sorted items into the correct locations and notify the enterer.
To begin buying, go to Resale AI and determine which buy is next in line. Then click on the tag icon. Click Open. The top buy is the next one that needs to be sorted. There is a name and corresponding number. Choose whichever works best for you to locate the next buy in line. Step 2. Begin sorting the buy. Find the next buy and bring it to the buy counter. Note: this should be the first buy in the buy line. For high volume stores, read the description of the container next to the buy number and find those containers on the buy wall. Take the buy to where you will be sorting it and dump the buy onto the counter. Emphasis on dump your bag. Let me say that again, dump your bag. Pre-sorting is using your eyes to quickly look over the items that we should pass on without having to touch or fold them. Quickly inspect each item in the customer's container. If this is a large buy, always pre-sort. Examples of fast reasons to pass: outdated colors, patterns, or styles, visibly dirty or damaged items, stains, pilling, holes, spandex waves, shrinking, discoloring, any items that appear, feel, or smell unclean. If you noticed it pre-sorting, it's a fast pass. Don't spend any time looking at these items. Put any items that you are passing on back into the customer's container. Note: this should be very quick, like 3 minutes for a large garbage bag worth of clothing. For items remaining after pre-sorting, we need to do the required folds for less noticeable wear. Types of less noticeable wear are things like stains, holes on the clothing, holes in the seams, like the armpits, pilling, belt loop tears, making sure the zipper is working, no missing buttons or embellishment, snags, things like that. Required folds. To ensure we don't buy in damaged items, we must do the required folds. Here's how we fold the top. Fold your left arm down to the right side of your shirt. Fold your left arm up and then down again towards the left side. You're checking for armpit holes, stains, pilling, everything that we mentioned before. Fold up and flip over. That's it. You've done your folds. Looks like we can take this one. Note: check the collar for sensor holes and discoloring with your eyes. Again, this should be quick. You're checking for easy to miss wear, and it should take no more than 3 seconds per item. Here's how to fold bottoms. Lay your bottoms flat out and inspect them for any wear that you may have missed in your pre-sorting. Grab the sides of the waistband, lift, and plop the crotch open, looking for any bodily fluid stains that may have been left behind. Lay your pants flat again, unbutton your button, and check to make sure the zipper will stay, even when tugged on. Then button your button. Slide your hands into both front pockets, making sure that the pockets aren't ripped and that there aren't any items left behind by the previous owner. Tug on your belt loops to make sure that there are no rips left behind from the previous owner. Fold each leg up, again using your eyes to see if there's any wear. Flip the bottoms over, grabbing the knees. and flipping up. Throughout this entire process, you are checking for anywhere you may have missed. Slide your hands into the back pockets, making sure there are no rips and nothing is left behind. And that's it. Note: once you are fully trained, the goal is to take no more than 3 seconds to look at each item inside a buy. For items that we want to buy, put them in a pile on the counter. We call this the yes pile. For items that we are passing on, the no pile, fold them in half and put them on the opposite side of the yes pile. We call this the pass pile. After sorting the customer's items, what to do with the pass pile at this point depends on the type of containers that the customer brought in. Generally speaking, you want to flip the container onto the pass pile. Scoop underneath the clothing and other items with your hands, and flip the items over so they fall into the customer's container, nicely folded like you had them.
When it comes to the yes pile, the enterer should have a queue of yes piles from other buys to be entered. Put the yes pile for your buy in the appropriate spot at the end of the queue. If there is no queue, simply hand the yes pile to the enterer or ask where they'd like it. FUBAR alert. Make sure to communicate to the enterer that a buy is ready to be entered, especially if there isn't a queue already. This buy is now considered waiting to be entered. Before starting the next buy, check on the enterer. If there is a person entering the buys, check to see how they're doing. If several buys are waiting to be entered and they are backing up, taking up valuable counter space, or if the enterer needs help catching up, instead of starting the next buy, start entering buys on another available point of sale system until the enterer is caught up.
Thanks for watching Sorting the Buy at Plato's Closet. Next stop, entering. And reminder, treat the customer's items the way you would want your items to be treated.